y'all wanna I guess we said wait to the death row to pop.
Oh yeah, these rappers who it gotta be natural transition.
Yeah, since we on music, we just want to talk about what Millz, you want to list your top 5? I know I said once you get on, you want to hop on it. Yeah.
You want me to?
For sure, go ahead, man.
Ready. Alright, he put his phone out quick, man. You ready, bro?
Listen, I'm ready.
No particular order. Y'all ain't put yours in order, did y'all?
Nah.
Mine was in order.
I can't do it.
Alright, yeah, no particular order because it's gonna be hard. So I got Nas, Kanye, Jay, Z, Rakim, Jadakiss, and then my honorable mentions is The Game and Ice Cube.
Shout out,
I
like
that.
Shout out to you for shouting out Ice Cube. Ice Cube.
I like that.
People don't be respecting Ice Cube.
Exactly.
Never lost a battle, first of all.
Fact.
If you step in the cube, you better come right because you definitely not beating him in no battle. I can tell you that right now. But shout out to you for shouting out Cube.
Yo, Cube
Cyber still tried.
They tried.
NWA tried.
He was ranked with all the NWA at one point, man. So you know what? Shout out to Cube, bro.
Shout out to NWA. Y'all got waxed. The Cube waxed y'all boys.
And plus the game too. The game.
Yeah.
He was the best on G.
Shout out to
Yeah, he
him.
was.
Shout out to
I
him.
wish him and 50 could have worked out, man. That'd have been. But it's all good. Hated Love It, one of my favorite songs.
I
I
love the documentary.
love that song.
The
documentary.
The documentary was a beast of an album.
Yeah, it was.
That was already track my senior year, man. I remember
That
that.
documentary.
All right.
It's all good. Gang, man, y'all link back up. Y'all still got it, man. Come on. 50, you getting back in the music. Y'all link back up. Let bygones be bygones.
50 not squashing that.
Nah, they squashed it.
It's squash. You know what
They ain't doing
I
no work yet.
You know what I'm talking about.
They ain't
Ja Rule.
You know what I'm talking about.
Nah, 50 and Ja Rule ain't never going. That's never going. Nah, that's real though, man. But something we've been talking about a lot of, something that's been on our hearts heavy a lot is, we've had a lot of these rappers, either been murdered or committed suicide or overdosing or whatever the case may be. And then some of them didn't even die, like Lil Reese, they just got shot. But something that's been on our heart is, or something that we've really been wondering about is why is that been happening? What could some of these rappers have done to avoid those situations? I mean, I know life happens, but we all believers in here, like we said, man. We all believe in something called the spirit of discernment. You know what I'm saying? We call it the Holy Spirit. Where you really can see stuff coming from a mile away. You really can see if somebody in your circle really don't have your best interests at heart. You know what I'm saying? Like before they even do something shady, you peep it already. Like, nah, something about you don't feel right. Something, your energy ain't right. You know what I'm saying? So, we just really want to maybe offer a little bit of advice, discuss why why does it consistently keep happening, and then even to a deeper level, the ones that may not have been somebody shooting you or something like that, like Mac Miller, overdosing, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. Why is celebrity status so hard? Why is that the way y'all choose to release or relieve your stress, whatever the case may be? What y'all boys kind of got to say on that topic, or what's some advice, or whatever your heart feel on this, man, just put it out there, man. You know what I'm saying? This ain't really something you can script or.
What I can say is, now that I'm in that field with mental health, like I tell people, mental health is real. Mental health is serious. Like a lot of people don't go get the help they need. Like us as African Americans, we so used to. Your grandma and grandparents and telling you, I'll go pray about it. But sometimes you need to talk it out too. So you can't just hold everything in. And like taking pills, you get addicted to opioids, that slowly killing you because who that was? What's the guy that had died? He was 20 years old. I think he was on this.
Who's that? Addiction?
Yeah, he died. He had
He's the rapper.
Recently?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about
he got off the plane.
Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD, yeah. Right. I honestly think that he had some mental issues with that as well. And another person, but he got off, but Justin Bieber. He was going through some things, but then, I guess the people in the corner was like, all right, man, you need to pull it together. So I guess it all depends on how strong your corner is as well. Because if your real friends see you falling and they trying to help you, I'll say they're real friends. But if they letting you fall and they're not trying to help you, they all right, man, you good. Nah, you need some people that gonna tell you how it is. They're gonna keep it 100.
You need some people that love you. A lot of y'all cats got stage names and stage monikers, whatever the case may be. You need somebody that really, I won't say they don't care about your stage name or your stage moniker, but at the end of the day, they really care more about Justin, not Justin Bieber. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all other cats, I don't know y'all's real names, so I won't say them, but outside of your stage name, they need to care about that person behind that. When that show's over and you walk backstage, that's the people that care about that person.
Right.
That's who you need on your team, because at the end of the day, anybody else is really just there. If they only support you when you in the front of the lights and the camera, that means that as long as that's going, that's when they're going to be there. As long as that's going, that's when they're going to help you out. As long as that's going, that's when they're going to look out for you. And that's not a real friend, because at the end of the day, at any moment, God forbid, all that can go away. You know what I'm saying? When you stop funding them, when the money slow up, if they, they might be like, well, you ain't got the money no more, bro. You ain't famous no more. You can't get me on TV no more. I ain't rocking with you. You don't need that, because like BC said, when you're going through those rough times, you need somebody to go to. Man, I just lost my contract. Man, my album do that good. Man, it's a lot of pressure on me right now to have a good album, but I don't think it's that good, or the fans not rocking with it. You don't need nobody like, man, come on, bro, we gotta make this money to get it together. Like, nah, you need somebody like talk it out with you, whatever the case may be, man. So, like he said, man, even us as believers, we know prayer works. That's important, but at the same time, man, that can't be it. You gotta talk to somebody. You gotta reach out to somebody. I know personally, I ain't no celebrity, but I done reached out to all three of these dudes whenever I done gone through anything, bro. Like, I know better than them to, and I've had issues with being whole and stuff in before, but I've learned, bro, you got to talk it out, though. It'll make you go crazy if you don't. And I feel like that's what a lot of these rappers done went through. They held it in, I think, and I'm not, I don't know. I just know Mac Miller was definitely going through some rough stuff. I don't know Mac Miller personally. I'm not going to speak on certain things I don't know, but I know he was going through some things, and I feel like maybe if he talked out more, that might not have happened, or that it could have been avoided, or whatever the case may be. Even though I got another person on this XX-Tentacion, I know he got shot, but I know he always put in his music about his mental health and stuff like that. So just, I really wish these cats, man, just have some more genuine people in their circles that really care about them as a person, and not so much, their moniker or their money making. It's a revolving door, man. It's just something I really wish people could really get more connected to. Yeah, it's real, man.
I want to touch on the Nip situation, the Nipsey Hussle. Like, I think like with him, the reason why he passed was mostly because I think he wanted to try to hold on to his past a little bit. Like I guess like going home. There's nothing wrong with going home. There's nothing wrong with being with your family and your friends and things like that. But I just think once you get to a certain place, you gotta kind of watch how you move. Be careful who you around, because everybody don't got your best interest in heart. Especially the ones that you think do, but they really don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that this man got killed, the way he got killed in his own blood, that's heartbreaking, bro. Like, that's
somebody he knew too, man.
Yeah, like somebody that he knew killed him.
I think it was.
And it could have been. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know all the details, but I know, like, just based on what I've heard, like, that's like real dicey. Like, the fact that you was chilling, with somebody, and then somebody approach you, and you tell them to leave, and then they come back and just shoot you up, I think it was his clothing store, like, just shoot your whole clothing store, kill him, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy, but I think that would have been avoided if he just wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like, just being in the wrong place at the wrong time got him killed.
Man, I was interested in y'all too, man, seriously. Boosie said it best, man. Most rappers get killed in their own city. I'm not saying you, like Shamar said, you can go back home, but I wouldn't be telling everybody I'm back home. I would be in silence with it, and I wouldn't stay long. Like Jay-Z, one of my favorite lines by Jay. Jay said, I'm gonna let you get it. My favorite line by Jay-Z, he said, I don't be in the project hallway talking about how I be in the projects all day. That sounds stupid to me. If you a gangster, this is how you prove it to me. That was one of the hardest lines I ever heard from Jay. He said, brother, prove the gangster. I ain't got to be in my hood. Like, I've outgrown that. I ain't got to prove to y'all I'm a gangster no more. Me making these biggest dollars and doing what I do is how I'm a gangster now, bro. I ain't got to be in the project hallway. Like, I've outgrown that. You know what I'm saying? And he realized if he did, something like Nipsey or whatever happened to him, man. So, I mean,
you really want to stay out the hood. I mean, To be honest, Big Boy actually talked about this a while back. He actually did an interview talking about when Outkast had got like the first deal. You know, it actually came into some real money, and he had bought, I think it was this Lexus or something. But anyway, he had went back to the hood to pick up his aunt from work one day, and he said when he was turning into the neighborhood, his car got shot at.
Yeah.
People tried, and y'all might have heard about this, And from that moment, after that night, after he had that near-death experience, he was like, "We got to get on up out of here. We can't ever come back here no more," because he realized it's that crab in the barrel mentality. Once you get to a certain point, people just don't want to see you successful. They don't just want what you got. It's something in them hurts to see you make it out, and they can't, even though they living in the same 24 hours as you, they feel like you owe them something, or you're deserving something that you shouldn't be deserving. So they don't, rather than see you live successful, they would rather take you out rather than deal with their own internal jealousy or hurt, whatever that is, that animosity that's at their core. But I wanted to touch on another part of this, as far as the mental health thing goes, because you notice, what I notice is whenever you're an entertainer on any level, the more people you're responsible for, the more deliberate you have to be about self-care. The more deliberate that you have to be about slowing down, no matter how many people on your team are telling you what end you need to be at. But whenever you're an athlete, an artist, an entertainer on any level, you're basically responsible to give your energy out to millions of people. On the TV screen or in person, taking autographs all the time. But that means that you're going to run on E quicker than a person who's living a normal life doing a 9 to 5 would, because you have more people pulling on your energy all the time, which means you have to slow down and be very, very deliberate. No matter how much this contract is, no matter how much this is worth, it's nothing to you if you're dead.
It's good.
So you got to know when to tell that agent, "Hey, chill out right now, no calls today."
That's good.
Or tell this person or this, "Hey, I love you. I want to take this autograph right now. Right now, I got to chill with my family. Or I got to go." It doesn't mean be disrespectful. It just means you have to really be deliberate about learning yourself, because you can't entertain other people if you burned out. All you're going to do is end up killing yourself. And notice your habits. If you go into things like drugs or alcohol, or whether it's women, or on a regular basis, and you find yourself getting in a repeated cycle, pause for a minute and find out what that cycle is, and find out what emotional state are you in when you turn to it, because that's the only way you're going to be able to deal with it. And
I think about that time. I don't know if y'all remember, that's Amari Hardwick, when he said that he's with his family, and a fan ran up on him getting mad because he didn't want to take a picture because he's with his family. Like, I want to say, like, put a PSA out to all the fans out there, like, y'all, celebrities are humans, bro. I think we really forget that. Like, seriously, when y'all make them internet comments, man, when y'all diss them, paparazzi, an argument somebody made before was, "Man, that come with it. They should already know." Man, but still, dude, that's a human being, bro. Like, come on, man. They're not a robot. Like, respect the fact that they got families, dog. They have feelings and emotions, too. Like, I think people really forget that about celebrities because they get so caught up on what they doing on stage. Like, you get so magnetized by that. Like, I think sometimes we almost think they godlike, and they're not, bro. They're just like us. They just got a little more money. They just got a little more fame. That's the only difference. So they got feelings and emotions, too. You wouldn't want nobody disrespecting your family.
Exactly.
Come on, man.
And the thing is that, and to the person, because I already know the person who's watching is going to comment and say, "Well, they're a celebrity, they signed up for it." You stand by that until it's your son, or your daughter, or your brother, or your mom, or your dad that is dealing with emotional depression or something like that, and it hits you that close. You're not going to look at them in the face and say, "Well, you're a celebrity, you signed up for a dad, or you signed up for a mom, or you signed up for a son." No, you're going to be there for them. So this statement is to make you think about that humanistic side of you, to show you that portion, because even though they did sign up for that to be an entertainer, they're a human being first.
Right. That's real, man. Seriously. That's
I'm not gonna go into detail, but that goes back to I just pulled it up, but Elevators by Outkast. When Andre 3000 said, "I got stopped in the mall the other day, heard a call from the other way." I'll put it up. Got stopped in the mall the other day, heard a call from the other way, from like saying something, talking about smoke something. Remember me in school? No, not really. But basically what he was saying was, he got a little bit of money, but he still want to be the average Joe. So people, you can't enjoy yourself because you got people screaming, or you don't know what the next person's intention is. Like Nipsey, he just chilling at his store, outside in his, at the store.
no security guard. He told that thing they said he told the security guard stay home that day.
So it's like
he one of it.
Because he felt comfortable.
Right.
Right. You at your store in your hood.
You don't expect to be killing you
Right.
in the hood.
Right.
You really don't.
So it's like
I give Boosie that credit. Boosie said it. Most rappers die now. Y'all see Boosie ain't in Baton Rouge no more. Boosie in Atlanta now.
Right.
He's smart, bro. Jay ain't in Marcy no more. You know what I'm saying? Nas ain't at Queensbridge, bro. They might go back and visit. They not there no more. You know why? Because they wised up, bro.
Right. Because
you know what I'm saying?
I got a little cousin. One of his favorite rappers. He was from Hustle Gang, but I don't know if y'all know him. But what it was,
Dobie.
Dobie.
Yeah.
But he got killed. He got killed on his hood.
Yep.
Cause somebody, you know.
That's real, man. Hate real, bro. It's a real thing, man.
And R.I.P. to
Pop Smoke
too, man.
Alright, man. Condolences to your family, bro.
Yeah.
Young,
That's
20 years
crazy.
old. 20
And he
years
was just
old.
buzzing. That's the
Just
crazy
buzzing.
thing.
Right.
Like,
I think
just
X was
found out who he was.
One 10 times he on 19. He was young too. I mean, it's just, come on, man. Y'all ain't even live yet, bro.
20 years old.
Somebody ran in the house and robbed.
And he was in his hood. He was in Florida. I think he's from Florida. He was in his hood too. So it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It really. I just say, man, like.
You know, the next man don't want to.
And then be careful about another thing too. Don't the ones. This is another perspective. When you jealous and envious of these celebrities, I want what they got. I want the money they got. I want the fame they got. Okay, you see all the good stuff on TV, but just make sure if you want that, you also got to take everything that come with that.
Right.
So while you want their position, they really would love to be able to chill and be normal like you. You think they always want to go in the mall and have 20 million people chasing them down? You think they want 1,000 negative Instagram comments? Like, they don't want that. Like, so when y'all be hating on people, we know what you're hating on too. I think we always want stuff that we see, but we really don't realize the negative that comes with it too.
Or you don't want to work for it.
Right, come on, man.
You'd be surprised at a lot of artists that'll tell you, man, if I could just take the money and provide my family, y'all can keep this fame. Because they're not really looking. The fame is the part that comes with it. That's inadvertent. The fame is an inadvertent piece that comes with the career path. The career path was really, for the artists, always like, I just want to take care of my family. I wanted to get them out this hood. I want to take care. I got tired of seeing us not being able to pay these bills.
Right.
I got tired of seeing us living in these same circumstances. The fame part, a lot of times, I'm like, yeah, I could do without that. That's one of the main reasons why you see artists like J. Cole and Kendrick move so low, stay so low key, because they look like, man, I'm gonna do my shows, do my business, and keep to myself because my family is straight. I don't need to be up in these presses all the time. If it's required of me, cool, but I don't want it.
Like say, he barely do interviews, man. Cause they don't want all that, man. They like, I want to be normal, bro. I got the money. I want to chill, man. You know, so a lot of times, it's just a human nature thing. A lot of times. We want what other people got, and they want, like, we really want what each other. They want what you got, and you want what they got. So the moral of the story is be confident in wherever you at, and like accept what you got going on. Because what you hate about yourself, somebody else would love to have, and what you love about them, they hate about themselves. It's a vice versa thing. Like, man, be confident in yourself. Love you, bro. Like
J. Cole say, love yours.
right. Put that crab in the barrel.
Say, love yours. Ain't a life that's better than yours, man. Love yours. Be content where you are.
That theory is, like you said, that theory is so true, man. I honestly, I believe it, but that crab in the bucket theory is true. Like, we as a African American culture don't want to see others succeed. Like, I want to see my brothers, my sisters succeed. It's like, you know, you can't not hate the next man because he grinding and you ain't grinding. Get out there and grind.
Right. And I even say for all of us, man, I don't think we all grew up in the best of circumstances and different areas, you know what I'm saying? Seriously, bro, like, I think we all showed y'all where we grew up, you know what I'm saying? Real talk, I think y'all, you know. So, but, you know, we realize, even though we're not celebrities, we also realize, I know where I grew up and I can't go back. I ain't been back in years, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Winway, but no disrespect, I ain't been back in years, man. And I done heard a lot about Winway and what's been down since I left. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure y'all know what I'm saying the same for where y'all come from, man. So, you know, it's you know, and listen, I mean, everybody not as religious or deep. So I'll just say this. For us, it's listen to God. For you, listen to that little voice in your head. If you don't know God, listen to that little voice in your head that say, it's time to move, it's time to get out of here, it's time to do this, it's time to do that. I mean, it'll save you a lot of trouble, man. That's the whole point of what we're trying to say, y'all. Just listen to that little gut feeling, that intuition. Listen to it, man. I'm telling you, bro, it'll save you so much heat later, man. I feel like a lot of these people, you know, RP, man, I hate that they all gone, whatever the case may be, but I feel like a lot of them could have avoided so much had they just listened to that little voice in their head. I know something was telling them, man, Pop, man, get more security, man. You ain't in New York, you on the West Coast, man. Bring more security with you. Nip, I know you this your hood, man. Bring your security guard with you, like, you know what I'm saying? Mac, go talk to somebody, bro. Don't, you know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, it's a sad situation, man. I hate that happening to y'all boys, man. You know, real talk. We gonna continue to seriously pray for y'all boys. Like, it's something that's really on our heart, man. And, you know, yeah. So, well, I feel like I got a little fresh now. The mood together.
Good, man. We got another segment.
Yeah. Talk about the platinum.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Millz gonna love it.
Yeah.
Millz,
That'd be a good ending.
you gonna love this, cuz.
Yeah.
Millz gonna love this.
We'll end with this segment, man. Yeah, Millz gonna love it. We gonna let Millz. I'm gonna let you go first. I'm gonna let you
Millz
go.
gonna love this, though.
Does going platinum mean as much as it used to? Are the numbers fabricated and false in this new era of technology and music?
Oh my God.
Is it all a mirage? Is it just a smoke screen and smoke and mirrors? You know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of debate about that lately. So, Millz, you're the expert on
Hey,
this.
Millz put me on game.
Right.
Y'all go ahead.
We
I'll
gonna
go
let
last.
you have it.
I'll go last.
Millz-
Y'all go ahead.
Millz-
Go ahead, Millz.
Nah,
Go
y'all
ahead.
Let Millz go last.
Millz
Let it go last. Let it go last.
Alright.
I got to think he gonna set it off.
Okay.
I go first. I think now that I've been seeing like certain things, you know, you pay attention to social media. Sometimes you see stuff starts trending, and you start to see different things happen different ways. What I'm seeing now is like I think when Roddy Ricch went #1, and I think Millz, you probably put us on game probably a while back when we shot our first episode. But when Roddy Ricch #1, and I think a lot of labels would expect him to go to #1. So now they had different people like all these different pop artists. I ain't gonna say no names. Start reaching out to their fans saying, "Hey, retweet, go listen to my album, retweet," and it was almost like they were scrambling. Like, where does Roddy Ricch dude come from? Yeah, where he come from? And it was like, all right. So now basically what I'm seeing is I think I even saw with Lady Gaga. I think I'm seeing more burner accounts like retweet her video in random spots. I'm looking like I'm not checking for this video. So why am I seeing it around here? It's like they're trying to put in your subconscious mind and try to make it seem like it's popular when really it's not. And it's another gimmick to try to make you think it's hot so you can go watch it. So what I'm thinking is a lot of this stuff is really more fabricated, like they're paying a machine for numbers. And you know, even J. Cole says it in some of his videos, he's like, some of y'all paying for streams, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't remember the verse he said that on. I think it was on 21 episode. I think there's a lot of labels that's out here paying for streams, making the numbers look like they got something that they don't got, you know what I'm saying? Like, having 1 million streams on your YouTube single is basically like having a new fake chain now. You know, like, I'm gonna make it look like I got it so that you can think I'm popping, so that you can actually go and stream my stuff. And I think what it's really doing is it does break down the value of going platinum. I think right now, to me, and this is just my term, being platinum, I think going platinum now really don't bear as much fruit as it used to because albums ain't physical. It's easier to fake sales now. There's no stores reporting your sales. All it is iTunes and Spotify, you know, Apple Music. You could just, if you could pay a bot and fake those streams, it's way easier to fake those streams than to fake album sales because when physical album sales was out, that was hard. You got to actually go out and pay some buy all the albums.
Right.
Who's still buying CDs?
Right, because
Like, who's still buying CDs?
Hey,
bro?
I tried to hang on for a long time, but they found this out. I used to go to the store up until like 2016. I think I stopped. Maybe 17. No, probably 17. I was still going to the store and buying CDs. I just like that classic.
I feel you. I
like
too, but I mean, it's unnecessary.
To me, I would treat CDs like the new albums. You know how like you have albums and they like collector's edition.
Right.
That's why the artistic side of me will buy a CD for that.
Cover art,
you know,
the booklet,
and maybe when I get 50, I have a CD player in my man cave or something, just to show my kids, be like, hey, yo, this how we. They be like, Dad, what's that? I'm like, put you on game.
The CD, right?
You know what I mean?
The records and stuff.
Yeah, that's what we used to do. But yeah, I think it's fabricated, man. I don't think it means what it used to. I think now the real food is how many people showing up at your shows, how many people actually buying the merch, and how many people actually really talking about you on social media and around the hood, you know, through the grapevine. That's where you really find out who popping and who not.
Right.
Man, I want to, before I even start, I want to shout out my brothers, man. Both of these boys rap. I know they humble about it. They ain't gonna brag on themselves, so
It's
I'll
them
brag
two,
for
not
them.
me.
You know what I'm saying? These two boys are rappers, man. They good rappers too, really good, bro. Spitters, straight spitters.
I'm not
You know what I'm saying?
Much appreciated.
You know what I'm saying? Real talk. More heat coming on the way. Y'all be checking out for my boys. Real talk. And they ain't gonna have no fake streams. All their streams gonna be legit because we gonna blow it up anyway. They going platinum first week, and it's gonna be like Lil Wayne platinum, not his stream platinum. I'm telling y'all not touching my boys in the rap game, bro. I'll put them up against anybody.
I might get on the track.
Hey, I'm gonna start doing like Master P, man. I'm gonna start getting CDs, bro, selling them out the trunk of my car.
Right, that's how you do it.
Sell my own, move my own.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Shout out Master P, man.
Shout out to Master P.
One of the best.
Please come on the podcast. Please come on the
You
podcast.
ain't seen that
One of the best
businessmen.
Watch all his interviews. The dude.
Yeah, I already
I mean, Master P, dog. I'm gonna give you flowers while you're here, bro.
Yeah.
He was dope, man. Period.
You know, he did his best to raise his kids the right way, all that, man. Got him out the hood. Man, hey, you doing it, man. Real talk. And then Master P is also one of those dudes that even though he came out the hood, he didn't let the hood define him.
That's real.
You know, and you can tell he
spoke on what we just talked about.
you know,
he got out of New Orleans.
Exactly. He was cut from that cloth, but he didn't allow that to be all of who he was. You know what I'm saying? He expanded his arm, he expanded his business acumen, and expanded his values, disseminated those values down to Romeo and the rest of his kids. You could see that. You could see that even by, they do their business, but they stay low key. They not out here trying to do the most.
And when stuff try to make them turn into that, like how you heard, if you watched the interview, Romeo said, man, I had to leave the reality show because they trying to make me act too wild. So he didn't like that. They not into all that, man, because they dad raised them different.
You can see they got roots.
Yeah, they ain't into that. And the way they honor Romeo, bro, he always, man, shout out to my dad. Like, some of these cats, they don't mention their dad, and like they try to act like they got Romeo still. That's how you know he was a good dad. Like, that man still honor his father, bro. Man, it's real. I mean, I really, I agree with John, everything he said, man. It's definitely not the same. Going platinum, when I hear artists going platinum or whatever now, or when I hear they got this amount of streams, I'm like, I mean, it ain't, it's real. I mean, y'all faking. You know what I'm saying? Then I hear they trying to do things like they trying to count YouTube views now and Instagram views, and so I mean that's really gonna fabricate even more because come on, man, like BC made a good point. BC said you can listen to something on 20 seconds on our music and that counts as a stream or whatever. Like,
30 seconds.
30 seconds. I mean, come on, man. Like 30 seconds out of a 4-minute song, is that really a listen? Like, or did I really listen to you? So
the beat probably didn't even drop yet.
Shout out to Baby, bro. Shout out to Baby.
Yeah, shout out to Baby. He gonna spit as soon as they come on.
He don't play with it, bro. He don't even let the beat spin.
And he from Charlotte. Shout out to Carolina, man. He from Charlotte. Shout out to the Carolina.
Shout out to Baby.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, Carolina new wave, boy. Them boys eating in Carolina now.
Oh, yeah.
They gonna start spending us in Carolina, bro. Real tough. So, even in basketball, Ja and Zion from South Carolina. Everybody's forgetting that, man. Them boys from South Carolina, country boys. You know what I'm saying? From the Berg and Spartanburg and something. Yeah, man. So yeah, I'm not even gonna try to. John pretty much, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he pretty much
he
did
sum that up, man. That ain't
Like I said, 30 seconds on the screen, like some celebrities we ain't gonna talk about. Like some female artists leave it like that. Horrible. You guys understand?
Nah, I was just saying, like, I was just about to say, like, damn, like, it's crazy now, like, cause, like, back in the day, it seemed like going platinum was like something to really hang your head on. You know what I'm saying? That was a real achievement, and it was like those rankings, those like really help you like find out artists that's really good. Artists that's okay, artists that got potential to be great. It's like now you don't even really know who's good, who's not really that good, who's okay, who's great, because we don't really have nothing to. We don't have a bar to hang it on. You know what I'm saying?
Platinum. It's like okay.
Like you got artists that's like we probably think they not that good. We not gonna say names, but we'll be like, nah, I'm not checking for that. But if we was gonna go off of that, I mean, this dude going platinum, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of artists went platinum. J. Cole went platinum, so we gonna compare such and such to J. Cole.
Such and such.
We gonna compare such and such to J. Cole.
Nah. Such and such, you know who you are.
Such and such, you know who you are.
You know who you are.
I'm not saying your name.
I ain't gonna say your name.
But come on, man. Like, it's getting wild out here. It's getting wild.
That's what we got.
We ain't gonna do that. Y'all boys ain't touching Cole, man. Stop it.
It's getting wild out here.
Stop it, man. But it's yeah, man.
Yeah.
It don't make no sense, man. Honestly, but it don't matter. That's why Jay Sims and Shamar Marquis about to take over the rap game. So they album going platinum. It's gonna be real platinum. It don't matter, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
You really
setting the bar high.
You
Yes.
really setting the bar real
Setting the bar
high. You're putting pressure on me that I can't put it on myself.
Shout out Jason and Shamar Marquis, man. Everybody know I hype my dogs up, period. I'm gonna do that to the day I die. These are my brothers, dog.
It's like they might do it.
Come on, man.
We might have a song on the intro of the podcast.
I might get on the track.
I know y'all like that beat. I know y'all like the intro beat. Tell me y'all like the intro beat.
We might get on the track. We might get on the track.
We might
DC gonna get in the booth and Christina getting in the booth. Thank you.
We might do
I'm
something.
getting
Man.
Man, let Christina get in the booth. We ain't listening to him. We ain't listening to him, man.
How old she is? One, she was the first 1 year old.
First 1 year old to go platinum.
Well, all you gotta do is listen 30 seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds. A lot of times she do platinum.
Don't do it like that.
30 seconds.
The spot gonna sell by itself. The couple of them.
Right, well, you ain't lying. People like babies now. That's why Disney make more money. Kids and babies, they love that. Go ahead, Millz. Make us all look unintelligent.
Millz got it now. Our cameraman.
Millz, listen. Millz is very humble behind his camera,
Yeah,
but he don't want to tell y'all what he told us on camera.
Right.
He
No.
put us on game with this music.
Give us a condensed version.
Repeat,
He put us on
repeat
game.
the what was it? Repeat
It
the
was,
topic one more time.
Does going platinum mean as much as it used to? Are the numbers fabricated and false in this new era of technology and music? Is it all a mirage, smoke and mirrors?
That's like 5 questions in one.
You can answer all of them.
All right, ask me the first question was is platinum what?
Mean what it used to.
No.
Definitely.
Ask me the next one. I'm
are-
gonna answer, then I'm gonna break it down.
Okay, are the numbers fabricated?
Yes,
and false in this
definitely,
new era of technology?
definitely.
Okay, and then is it all a mirage, smoke and mirrors?
Of course, they all lying. They all lying. Basically, the way it's set up now, it's to the point where whoever they know is the most marketable artist, and whoever they know is the most person they can make their money off of. It's to the point where they can fake it. Like you said, to where it'll look like to us, our perception is like, oh, this is like the big thing, when really it's really not. But they know they can make it to that point now because it's not like we actually going out there to buy the music. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they don't really care. It's like we can just do whatever we want to do, basically, to make you seem like this is really what it is when it's really not. So regardless if this person is talented or not, it's how it's pushed more so than what the music sound like, what the image is. So it's like they kind of killing everything, really. So, really no. Because everybody going platinum now. You know what I'm saying? Then they got the YouTube views going in with the streams, which makes no sense. And what I was telling y'all was, they know because people like watching videos more than people like listening to music. Visual content. So it's like videos will go do 1 million in a day, and 1 million streams is you going platinum. 1 million sales, 1 million units is what they call it, is you going platinum. So when they put the YouTube views in with the streams and say an artist like, I'm not gonna say no name, but say an artist, such and such, drops a video and they do 1 million, boom, and then the album comes out. So they drop the video with the album. The album already platinum just because of that video. So regardless of what you listen to or what you like, they don't care about none of that. They basically pushing the agenda now. Which before it was the consumers determining what was hot, what was not hot. But now it's just like we just telling you what it is. You know what I'm saying? So
That's crazy.
yeah.
So since you the expert, I want to get more in depth with it. So okay, I'm gonna give you 2 questions. The first question is, what's one artist that even through the midst of streams being fake and stuff like that, it's still actually doing real numbers out here, if that makes sense? Like, who's one artist you know for sure, even with the smoke and mirrors, still doing real numbers?
You can give them names.
Somebody like, if you're not really like not signed to nobody, really any of those people, but somebody that I would say like the world knows, I would probably say maybe like Chance the Rapper.
Okay.
Chance the Rapper is probably like, but see, even then, major companies that they don't want independent artists to thrive, so they doing stuff like a lot of labels run streaming services. A lot of people don't know that either. A lot of labels run streaming services, and like with YouTube Music now, the dude who created the 360 deal is the person who runs YouTube Music now. And that got a lot to do with Roddy Ricch's success too, but that's a whole other thing. I don't want to take nothing from him because that's a black man succeeding, but at the end of the day, there was an agenda behind that. All of that wasn't, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's basically what they doing, man. They just, shout out to him, bro.
So how would you say, this is the last question I'm gonna ask you, bro. How would you say, I guess I'm gonna get this question, if it's all fake and it's all like agenda, how do I put this, man? What's the, for lack of a better term, I don't know, what's the point almost, like, if
For artists, basically what you're saying, what's the point about artists
what's
doing
the
it for?
point? Yeah.
I mean, because you got some artists, because at the end of the day, you still going, if you do what they say, you still gonna get paid, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, I mean, it's still like, it's all pros and cons, like pros and cons of everything, but it's like, it's all about what you want to do. It's money in the music business regardless. If you sign to a major label, if you're independent, the only difference is you gotta have money to make money. The major labels are the bank. They have the money already. So you as an independent artist, you kind of gotta have the money already to get the success that you want on the back end. So I mean, it's still pros and cons, but at the end of the day, it's worth it. I would say it's worth it because I mean, I do it, but for the right reasons. If you're just doing it for like whatever, at the end of the day, it's just gonna kill you. And we seeing that now. It's just gonna kill you because because if you're just doing it for that, it's just gonna kill you. Because that's all they doing. They exploiting young artists. You know what I'm saying? When the last time in the last since 2015 was like an artist older than, let's say even like 25, they like really pop. Exactly. They going for all the younger people. Everybody younger than 25. You feel what I'm saying? So the people who don't know much, the people who don't know anything. I mean, come on now. Look at the Megan Thee Stallion situation. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they going after everybody. They going after people who don't. People don't care. Like when you, I'm not gonna say that because I wasn't like that when I was that age. You feel what I'm saying? But it is certain teenagers and it is certain people out there who don't care. Like you present an opportunity to them because of the perception that they have us perceived. It's like, all right, if I give you this amount, you can make this amount of money. Basically, they're not even telling you how much money you're gonna make. They basically telling you, I can make you famous. Basically, is what they're telling these artists. They're not telling you, oh, you're gonna have legacy. Basically, is what what I'm getting to. They're not telling you that. They just basically tell, I can make you hot for right now. I can make you famous, and I mean everything else. That's really up to you. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what they're doing. They not as before. There's no artist development no more. Where they grooming the artists, you know what I'm saying, making sure you really know what's going on before you actually hit the scene. There's no more of that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, they don't care about none of that. They're going to throw these diamond chains. They're going to throw all of this stuff at you that they own. It's not yours. You know what I'm saying? They own it, and they're going to throw it at you. They're going to tell you, all right, this is what you got to do. You're going to do this. If you make this type of song, we can get you on here. Boom, boom. Like, it's all a plan. They got it all figured out. Everybody work with everybody. You know what I'm saying? But they not going to tell you that because you don't need to know that. Because the moment you figure it out, like an independent artist, the moment you figure it out, it's like, now we, you know what I'm saying? Now we, like, all right, then, like, y'all kind of killing us now. They don't want that. I mean, come on now. You know what I'm saying? You know who run these corporations. They don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what it is. So really, at the end of the day, it's really about what you want. And you need to know what you want. Before you do anything, you need to know what you want. You need to know, of course you need a lawyer. You need your own lawyer, not a lawyer that they going to give to you. You feel what I'm saying? So you need your own lawyer, but you also need to educate yourself as well. Because you can't always just depend on somebody. Even though that person that's their profession, they're here to help you because of that. Like, you could backtrack it too. You know what I'm saying? Like, help me, help you, help, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So just educate yourself as well. Because all the information is out there and it's accessible. It's not like any of this stuff is hidden to anybody anymore. And there's too many artists out there in the past and still, like, it's no reason in 2020 artists should still be signing bad contracts. Period. There's no reason. But see, the only reason why they're still doing it, is because this. Basically, it's like I'm signing you, but how am I supposed to know that you're going to end up becoming a big artist? You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, they're not really going to give you a good contract because they don't know how how you going to do. You don't have an album out, so we don't know, you know what I'm saying? But see, now with these artists now, you got your SoundCloud stuff like that. So it's like, you can build your own leverage before you even, you know what I'm saying? So say you have your own career. I don't even know who to compare to, but say you have a successful career. You done went platinum and did all of this stuff with no label. You see what I'm saying? So now you got leverage. So now if they do want to offer you something, you can't offer me a deal. No offense, but you can't offer me a deal like you offer Megan Thee Stallion because now you see what I can do. Now you see the level of star power that I'm at. So it's like, you know what I'm gonna do. You feel what I'm saying? So like, nah, like that signing anything away makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? It makes no sense. Like, even with Prince, I don't know if y'all familiar with the Prince situation, but Prince was fighting with his label because he signed his name away. Like, Prince couldn't even use his name. So he had to release music under an alias. Like, he used a symbol. It wasn't even a name. It was a symbol. So it was like, and it's like, it's crazy. Like, all type of stuff. Like, even an artist who writes the music, produce the music, and is performing the music, like, that's all you. You should own the masters. Nobody's helping you. You know what I'm saying? And it's no problem if you do have help. I'm just saying for the people who do. Like, it's nobody. Why do these people in these suits? They have nothing. They don't know what you're doing in the studio. So why are they taking a percentage of what you got going on? But because they telling you, oh, if you do this song, boom, boom, it's gonna do this. We're gonna get this person on it. It's gonna go there. We're gonna get you to perform on Jimmy Fallon. You know what I'm saying? All of this, all of this other stuff is just like, nah, but that's real because they got that perception. Is like, for some reason, it's like daytime or like whatever that nighttime, late night television is like a big audience still to this day. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so, but still to this day, to them.
That show you with
Right.
I'm not gonna say it's a big. I'd say it's a different audience.
It's a different.
Nah, it's a different art, but it was more important then than it is now.
I say that, but see, I think that show you the difference between the young bucks and I feel like we going over, but anyways, I feel like this thing running on. But seriously though, I think that's the difference between the older generation and the younger generation because the younger generation, the reason they sign on bad contracts is because they more concerned. Like, I'm just gonna keep it real. I feel like as a younger generation, I guess since I'm 23, I'm somewhat could be included in that as far as just by association, not because I think like that, but just by association. I feel like we get more caught up in the shiny, glittery stuff more than paying attention to what's going on behind the scenes. I think the older artists, even though some of them signed bad deals too, I think they were a little smarter. I think they thought a little more about, all right, all these chains, all these shoes, being on the TV show, that's nice, but man, how my contract looking and how much money I'm really gonna get off of this? I think our generation, we so social media driven, we so clout driven, we so me, I want to be seen, I want attention. It's people that'll want clout more than they want money these days. Like, they want to be famous. A lot of these artists on these bad contracts.
Because they think what they telling us is that the fame come with the money. You feel what I'm saying? But necessarily don't necessarily work that way. Because if you're not making good music, I mean, at this point, all right, if nobody pushing it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, bad music is still bad music at the end of the day. But if you don't have somebody pushing it, then it's kind of like, so it's like you can't get caught up in all that stuff. Because at the end of the day, they don't care. They just want to push the agenda because they know the more people we can get into this, the more money we can make.
That's facts, man.
That's all they care about at the end of the day is wanting to make money. So.
Shoot, man. Y'all heard it from the guru himself, man. You know what I'm saying?
Millz, man.
Shout out Millz.
We give y'all education lessons on this podcast too, man. Shout out to Millz, man. Seriously, bro. Check out all the stuff. Seriously, man. He one of the real rappers out here. You know what I'm saying? So y'all check him out, man.
We aspiring rappers.
Man, all y'all boys some platinum
It's
artists.
a difference.
All y'all some platinum artists. Man. All three of them boys some platinum artists, man. You know what I'm saying? Period. We all gonna eat. Everybody doing good, man. We all winning, man. For real though. Episode 3. 2. I'm sorry. My bad.
Episode
I'm
2.
Jumping the gun.
Episode 2.
My bad, man. Episode 2. My bad, man. But how y'all think we did? I ain't saying it gotta be long. I'm saying I think we did. It's dope, right? We get it.
We got new scenery. You know what I'm saying? We might give y'all some footage of how the new setup look. We switched locations. You know what I mean?
Right.
We came with it. We hit a lot of different topics.
You never
we
know
talked
who
about.
might be at.
You never know who might be here. You know what I'm saying?
Might be in the hood near you.
And don't try to pop up on us unless you're invited.
We gave a good set of diverse topics, man. You know, we hit every segment. You know what I'm saying? So all y'all got something to enjoy.
Yeah, and if y'all got some topics, hit us up.
Hey, let us know, man. Put it in the comments.
Comments
man.
In the comments.
And subscribe.
Man,
Social media.
subscribe, man. Y'all show us some love, man. Seriously, bro.
Hit that like button.
We doing our
Don't
thing,
be
man.
up.
We love y'all.
Hard.
for
It's
real,
the
man.
button that look like this.
Or the heart button.
Thumbs up. Yeah, man. So, for real, man. Let us know what y'all want to talk about, though, for real. Seriously. I want to hear what y'all think, man. And we take positive criticism, too. Real talk, man. Honestly, man. We ain't sensitive, so we take positive criticism. Constructive criticism.
It's gonna be too.
Yeah, don't be too disrespectful, man.
I will pull up.
Right.
I will pull up.
Because he's from Florence, Magic City.
I will pull up.
You know,
My mama told you about that.
Hey, we learned that Magic City really ain't something bad. We thought it was something bad last week.
I mean, it sound bad, though.
It sound bad. It's really not bad.
it sound
It
bad.
sound bad, but it's really not bad. That
Oh,
really
wait. Before we leave, I did see we was gonna come back to something. Mr. Andy Reid.
We gotta go look at the time.
Andy Reid is gonna find a way to mess it up and lose the Super Bowl.
I was wrong. I admit I was wrong. Shout out to Andy Reid. I'm glad
So
he
next
did
podcast, he got to bring the coffee.
Andy Reid, man. Congrats to the Chiefs for winning.
Congrats to the Chiefs,
Congrats
Patrick
to the Chiefs.
Mahomes,
Pat
Andy
Mahomes.
Reid.
Right.
Y'all did that.
I'm still not committing on camera that you got next. maybe when
You
Tom
got
Brady
next.
retired,
You already got
like
it.
said,
He really got it.
Tom Brady still playing.
Yeah.
so I
But
can't
y'all
be
know who
mad
wants
at
to.
him.
Y'all know who wants
Don't
to.
start BC.
Y'all know what's
Don't
up.
start
That's
BC.
what I'm saying.
Don't start
Who,
BC.
Cowboys?
Who?
Y'all said it. I ain't
Hey,
said
if y'all get Tom Brady, if Tom Brady come,
Tom Brady ain't going no
Tom
Cowboys.
Brady.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that next.
We'll talk about next podcast. Cowboys are not going to Super Bowl.
yeah, I heard he going to San Fran. We talk about it next time.
They gotta make it out. They gotta make it out the conference first.
We'll talk about that next podcast.
All right, man. We love y'all. Episode
Love y'all.
2. We out, man.
Yeah.
Peace.